Hey everyone, I'm Tanya Stewart. I'm a Sapphire Ambassador. I've been with Plexus for 9 years. And today I'm going to share with you how I and so many people on my team have gotten their products paid for from day one. Literally. I actually was so excited to see what these products could do for people that I called somebody that I knew, just a mere acquaintance, actually the daughter of somebody I sold a house to, which is kind of unusual, right? A distant acquaintance. But she came to mind right away. And so I called her out of enthusiasm because I knew what I was seeing was so incredibly real and could benefit so many people's lives. She said yes. I actually had to hang up the phone and call my little sister, who's the one who introduced me to Plexus, and say, oh my gosh, not only do I want to get started, but I have somebody I know that wants to get started right away. From there, I actually thought of two more people immediately. You know why, you guys? Because it's not hard to think about people who really need these products. They're literally staring you in the face everywhere you walk all day long. We are unfortunately a very compromised society when it comes to our health, largely due to an overuse of medications and our crazy food system that even if you try to eat healthy is very much depleted because our soils are depleted. Does not take long to find somebody who's struggling with energy, GI issues. That's a big one, right? Or actually has diagnosed diseases such as autoimmune, GI diseases, ADHD, mental well-being issues such as anxiety and being on anti-anxiety depressants or anti-anxiety meds, antidepressants, and so forth. Literally everyone you look at. So that's what I did when I got started, and I earned the cost of my products back just 2 days after I received my products. In other words, I hadn't even tasted my products before the first two people joined me on this journey. And I certainly didn't have a testimonial before the third, fourth, and fifth person joined me on this journey. And it's been an amazing journey of helping so many people, literally in the thousands at this point, since it's been 9 years. And I help share with other people, and then I help them share with other people. And that ripple effect is what creates those exponential numbers. And it's absolutely beautiful. Two of the most important parts of Plexus that make it insanely unique. Number one, the products by far. It is so easy to walk around and find products that are interesting or cool, but to really find a product that has insanely impactful, life-changing effects on somebody, where those products become a necessity versus something that they just think would be cool to have, is very, very, very rare. We did that from day one, and we continue to add products onto our product line that do the same. The second thing is our insanely awesome compensation plan. Sorry, I just for a minute realized I'm saying insane a lot, but it's true. I'm so passionate about it, and I feel that deeply about what our company is about. So I guess that's the word that of the day. But our compensation plan is very unique. Fun fact, it was actually created by the owner of our company, who was born and raised within a multi-level marketing company his mother worked for, and then he became a multi-level marketer. His goal for this business, Plexus Worldwide, is to create a network marketing company as it should be done, could be done, and rarely ever is. And that starts with the products and equally the compensation plan. Why? Because so many people join multi-level marketing companies and find that they have to jump through hoops of fire to make any money. And they lose belief almost immediately that this industry is something that can work for them. Our owner wanted to create a compensation plan that pays you immediately, because that's going to help you see that you can win, you can be successful, whether you want to earn just the cost of your products or you want to go all the way to the top and then go to the top again, because that's what you can do here at Plexus. And that's a multiple six, upwards of seven-figure income. We have multiple people in our company who make seven figures a year and have reached that level inside of 5 years. That's not normal in a network marketing company. And the answer is our compensation plan and how it was designed. That's why if you follow the steps I share with you today, you too can earn an income. It is possible for every single one of you as long as you do exactly what I recommend and you don't veer from it. Here's a great example. I shared some information with like kind information with some folks last night, and we started to talk about selfies and social media. And both of them agreed, I don't like selfies. They're more closer to my age, probably. Well, maybe not, but anyway, they weren't fans of selfies. And kind of the first reaction is like, oh, I'm gonna roll my eyes, I'm gonna skip that part. That's where you need to reel it in and go, nope, I'm not skipping that part, because it has impact, it's powerful, it attracts people, and it's what works. So first little tidbit of recommendation for you is make sure you remain very coachable and you listen to what either myself tells you to do, or when you get done with this video and you go back to the person who introduced you to the products and start asking questions, you follow what she says. Because guess what? After 9 years of doing this, I know what works and I want your success. That's an important element of what gives me purpose and value in what I do. And so anything I tell you to do is definitely not going to be something that doesn't work. Quite the opposite. So here goes. My first few questions to you. Have you ever looked at all the TikTokers and the YouTubers and those incredible influencers that we see out there making buku dollars just being themselves on YouTube and TikTok, and say to yourself, what in the world? I went to school. I got a degree. I have to work 40 hours a week. I don't get paid nearly that much money, right? That's what we are offering you here at Plexus inside a platform that's already laid out for you. You can become an influencer of your story or from your story, using that to help other people open their eyes to an answer that they're looking for that actually works. You're going to use our beautiful marketing already created by our company to post information about our products. So you're educating people as to why and how these products works. And thirdly, we have amazing testimonial pages all laid out with literally thousands, actually tens of thousands of testimonials that you can pull from and post on your newsfeed. So you can say, hey, you heard my story. Now you heard what these products are about. Here's what they're doing for other people as well. It's not just me, and it's not just the things that I am struggling with health, right? Because people watching you on your newsfeed, many of them will not have anything to do with the same health issues that you have. So you want to expand and share with them those other areas. So you get to become an influencer. You get to do what you are already doing. Second question, are you already using social media? 99% of you are going to say yes. That means you're already doing what I do. I'm just being more intentional about what I post. And that's what we're going to share with you today to do that as well. I just mentioned the 3 things you're going to be posting. That's what it entails, alongside of what you already share about your life, because people, first and foremost, want to know who you are. They are going to purchase a product through somebody that they trust and love and respect and look up to, more than just purchasing the product itself, because they know they can get that anywhere, but they're going to choose you because they know you. So be showing up on your platform as you. Share your life, share your thoughts in a positive way, and then share Plexus. That's all it takes, and you're already doing some of this work, just not thinking about it, right? You take a fun picture, you post it. Now you're going to take a fun picture, post it, and then tell a little bit about your story on the next post. Very, very easy. You're just inserting one different type of step of the same thing. Oh my goodness, should have wrote the third question down. Oh, I know what it is. Are you recommending things to people? We all do it. So the answer is yes for every one of you. I know it. I know it's so true. We don't think about it, but we are always recommending things to people. Oh my gosh, I ate at the best restaurant the other day. You've got to go there. And we don't even think twice about that, right? I got the coolest pair of new yoga pants. They have pockets on each side. They are the bomb, high quality, great price. You've got to go get these for yourself. But we're not getting paid for that. In Plexus, mind you, you're already doing the same exact task. We're going to help you to share with your friends in the same way, only we're going to pay you. That's the only difference. So, do you see how you're actually already doing exactly what I'm going to share with you to do in just a more intentional way? Super easy. Don't overthink this. Keep it that simple. And you will be amazed at the number of people that will say, yes, I am struggling with X, Y, and Z. I would be hard pressed that you'll ever find somebody, if they're being honest with you, who is not struggling. It's everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to recap, or in some ways tell you firsthand, what the steps are for you to find success this month and every month in sharing your products. Uh, Keep in mind, just a side note, every single month, our company, almost every month, adds on incentives that increase the outcome of what you can earn for sharing our products. If you think about this, when you're sharing other companies' products that do offer an incentive, usually it's like 10% off your next order, right? They're not about to pay you outright for what you're doing, correct? Or maybe you get some credits and the credits build up and you can cash those in. There's different things like that that go on. Here at Plexus, if you share with one person, you're going to earn 35 bucks cash, right, to do whatever you want with it. By the time you up that to 3 people and you're brand new to sharing, you're going to earn over $300. Huge jump, an enormous amount of money just for doing what you already do, sharing something that you love and that you know will be beneficial to the people around you. This month in particular, we're in November. Our company tends to be a little bit more generous because Christmas is right around the corner and they want to help us have a merry, merry, jolly old time, right? And so they are actually tacking on many hundreds of dollars, a total of $800 in extra bonus money above and beyond what we normally can make, which puts our earnings over $1,500 this month for first-time sharers. That's incredible. So well worth your being willing to open your mouth and post something extra on your Facebook wall. And just another little side, just back to square one. Remember, most companies are giving you 10% off. Like, I just find it mind-boggling how generous our company is. Not 10% off, $1,500. That is amazing. Okay, so here's what you want to do. And this is so easy and so simple. Number one, you're going to share every single day on your social media, one time minimal. Really just needs to be one time. You're welcome to do 2, maybe 3 if you're really anxious or excited or motivated. You certainly can do that. I usually post on my newsfeed once a day. I post on my stories sometimes once a day. Sometimes there's a day or 2 in between where I'm posting about Plexus. So one or the other on Facebook is what my use is. You can use IG, TikTok, LinkedIn, even Pinterest, whatever your choice is. What are you going to post? I already mentioned it. First of all, your stories. You want to take and write a bulleted list of how you were before Plexus. What was your life like? How was it negatively impacted by the things that were going on with your health? For many people, that means that they were struggling with pain, for instance, from migraine headaches. They were having to walk into a building and check for the bathrooms because they had to make sure that when the moment came, they knew exactly where to run to get to the bathroom fast enough so they don't poop their pants. Seriously, you guys, that's what I've worked with on multiple occasions. I've also had the other way where people haven't pooped for 10 days straight. Like, these are situations that literally impact people's lives, their comfort level on a daily basis, whether they're cranky, right? Because it's pretty cranky when you don't poop for 10 days. And on the contrary, when you go to a restaurant and you have to be monitoring the bathroom stalls, how do you remain relaxed in that situation? When you're in pain and you're dealing with a child who wants their mommy to be happy and to play with them on the floor, and all you can think of is stop screaming and stop speaking because my brain is hurting. Those are the issues people are dealing with. Even just plain up energy. It's a multi-billion-dollar business because everybody needs it and nobody has it. And so what does your life look like when you are compromised in those ways? Write that bulleted list out, because guess what? When you share about that, That's what your network is going to relate to. They're all in one way, shape, or form going to be going, oh my gosh, I totally know what that feels like. My goodness. And then when you say, but look what I found, and here's what my life is like now, that's what's also going to register as, oh my gosh, could this be an answer? So, first on your list is your negative impact of your life pre-Plexus. Create another bulleted list of your positive things that have occurred. Now, if you have a long list, which most people do actually, even for myself, I was extremely healthy when I started Plexus, and I still have a list of about 5 different things. That's fairly lengthy. I don't need to share all of that in one post. I can pick one thing. The strongest change for me was my menstrual cycle cramping. It was extremely severe. I was bedbound. It was miserable, and it literally disappeared. It was mind-blowing for me. Now, I could share that along with the 4 other things, or I could just share about the menstrual cycle cramping because it's such a severe issue, and I can talk about it till I'm blue in the face, and it's going to be relatable to many people because so many women are struggling with cycle issues. And so that allows me to elongate or spread out all of my various issues into many, many different posts. That gives me more to talk about. And it also does not overwhelm people. When you put out too much information in one post, you lose people. You'll probably already know that because we all kind of function this way in today's society. We last about 10 seconds and then we're on to the next thing. So think about writing your posts as just picking 1 or 2 things to write about per status when you're talking about Plexus, okay? Try not to make too many of them too long. If some of them are, that's fine, but think about the short-sightedness of people's attention. So that's your first chore, if you will, is just write out your story on a bulleted list and be thinking each week, say on a Sunday night, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm going to post about my story. Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to post about products and testimonials. Or you can change that up in multiple ways, right? Monday, Wednesday, I'm going to share about my story. Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to do products and other people's testimonials. It doesn't really matter. Guess what, by the way, you guys? All of what I'm giving you, you're going to be working with the person who shared your products with you to make this happen. Do not do any of this alone. None of it, not even your first post. You don't want to be doing this alone. So I'm giving you some education and tips of what to do, but don't think, oh my gosh, am I going to screw this up? How exactly does this look? Okay, I have the list. Now what? I don't know how to write very well. I don't know if I'm saying this the right way. Is it too long or too short? You know what? You're never on your own in this business. Please do not do this business alone. Even if you're only going to do this business for 3 weeks to get your products paid for, and then you're never going to do it again, don't do it alone. If the person who sold you the product is not really actively doing things like this, post on the team page and say, I need help. I want to get my products paid for. Who will help me? I assure you, if nobody else raises their hand, I will raise my hand and help you. Okay. So let's see. We covered the products, testimonials, and your story. Consistency needs to be talked about. This is your number 1 thing. I've told you the first thing you're going to do is post on social. There are 2 more things I'm going to share with you, but right here in the middle, I'm going to tell you the biggest mistake people make is they post every now and again, or they do the next 2 things I'm going to share with you every now and again, and they don't do them daily. We as human beings need to be shown things over and over and over, right? That's when they start to stick in our brain. When we only see them once in a while, 2 things happen. Number 1, we miss half of the posts because, well, actually there's 3 things. We miss half the posts because of the algorithms of social media. Number 2, we forget about them if there's too much time in between what we see. And number 3, we don't take them very seriously. Come on, you guys. You have to know that if you absolutely positively love something, you are talking about it all the time. If it's the real deal, you are shouting from the rooftops. If it is not that great of a thing, you're like, yeah, you should try that. And then you might mention it 6 months or a year later, right? So that's what your audience is thinking. If you're only posting every now and again, they're like, eh. Or maybe they're only seeing it one of the times that you post because of those algorithms. So consistency, regardless of the outcome. So you post 2 weeks in a row, nobody says a word to you. That's irrelevant. Trust me, they are watching. And the longer you post, the more people are going to respond to you, either on the post, some will reach out to you. But here's where step 2 becomes critical. Many people will watch you and they are building belief in their brain about what we have, but they won't actually take the step to reach out to you. I don't know why that works that way, to be honest with you. I'm sure there's some psychology behind it. But after 9 years, I've seen this time and time again with me. I'll post and somebody will eventually comment on my page, or maybe I'm just going through my network of friends and randomly messaging, hey, I'm not sure if you saw some of my Facebook posts, but I'm your gut health lady, and I would love to share with you what my gut health products do in case you're struggling in an area of health for your own self. Would you be open to some information? See how easy that is? I can do that to a random stranger. Many times I will do that to a random stranger, and you know what they'll say to me? Oh my gosh, I've totally been watching your posts for the longest time, and I've been thinking I should message you, but I just haven't yet. It's crazy. I'm thinking in my head, if you're struggling, why aren't you asking me? But that's just the way people work. Who knows why? So the next step of this process is reach out to your friends. The best way for you to do that is to create a list of your top 20 to 30 people that you know. Obviously, the closer you get to 20 and 30, it might be more distant people. That's okay. When I got started, remember my first girl was the daughter of somebody I sold a house to. I didn't exactly know her very well. The second and third people were two other individuals that I had sold houses to as a real estate agent. And yes, as an agent, I get sort of close with my people, but they're certainly not my organic, lifelong friends. No, they were business associates, business acquaintances. The same thing goes for my fourth and fifth person. One was a mortgage broker that had done some mortgage loans for me, and the other was an individual who tried to buy a property but couldn't afford it because they had such high debt. So here it was, somebody we hadn't even done a transaction with. So very tiny relationship with them. And I still approached them, offered them a 3-day sample, and said, you guys, this is an answer to you getting out of the debt that is plaguing you from getting into a home. And you know what, you guys? 6 months later, due to the income that they earned from Plexus to buy down their debt, they put their family in a home. That's incredible. That's what I mean by impact. And that's what these steps can lead you to, because exactly the steps that I'm telling you to do right now are the steps I still do 9 years later that maintain my multiple 6-figure income. That's all this business is. Share, educate, and ask questions. The last question you're going to ask is, are you ready to go? Right? Should we get you signed up? Have them sign up, help them through the process of using the products. It's not that difficult, but it does require consistency, and it requires following these steps. First one being the Facebook posts that I told you about. Second one being write your list, 20 to 30 people. And that's just the beginning, y'all, but I'm going to get you started with the 20 to 30 people. Now, what do you do with that list? You're going to create an invitation, and actually we already have many, many invitations already created for you. We call them sample invites, where you can invite those people to, number one, learn more about our products, or number two, to join an event to learn more about our products. Number two is the easiest thing you can do, because basically you invite them. If they say yes, you add them to the event, and your job is almost entirely done. It's super easy. What's an event? It's typically a 15-minute messenger chat event. So they're done inside of a messenger chat where we create the chat for you to host for other people that would want to learn more information. We add you to the chat. You send out your invites to your friends. When they say, yes, I want to learn more, you simply add them to the chat. That's it. Once and the chat has a designated time that the event will occur. So let's say it's Thursday at 8:00, right? Thursday at 8:00, the person hosting the event for you, which is usually your sponsor, or it can be a team-wide event that I normally sponsor on a Thursday night, or host, I should say. And that person posts for 15 minutes. the most pertinent information about our products, testimonials so they can see what's happening, and at the end, invite them to choose a package and ask questions. From there, we take those individuals and put them into individual group chats. That would be you, the person who hosted the event, and the person that was invited and has interest in learning more or ordering a package. That way, there's an individualized, personable conversation going on where you can make sure that they are getting the package that they need. They make the purchase, you earn an income. And what did you do? You posted on social, you sent out a message and invited them to the event, and you followed up by putting them into a three-way chat that the host of the event will actually be doing the speaking. You're basically just there watching. This is what we call earn while you learn. It's so cool. The beginning of your journey with Plexus, you are doing the least amount of work. You're really in a position where you're just contacting and inviting and watching what's happening. You watch the events and learn about the information on the events and what we post. You watch the conversation that the host has with your prospect or friend, family member, and what questions she asks. And that helps you to go, oh, this is how these conversations go. This is how these people learn about these products. I get this, and it's not even hard. Okay. So that's one of the two messages that you can use is to invite to events. The other one, remember, is just asking them if they would like information. When they say yes, you are going to drop them a question about, hey, we have products that impact gut health as well as weight loss. Which area is more of interest to you? And based on what they say, you will drop a video. Now, how do you know all this? What are you doing? You're working with the person who you signed up and ordered products from. They're going to help you through this process once you send those messages. So for right now, you just want to make your list. That's it. Just make your list of 20 to 30 people and then tap your sponsor on the shoulder and say, hey, I have my list ready and now I want to invite. And I would like to do an event. You can tell her that. Or I just want to send out invitations individually. And when they want information, send them the videos. One of those two options. Pick one, tell your sponsor, I want to do this. Let her help you with a sample invite so that you don't even have to think about that. You can just copy and paste and send it out to those people. Although you do want to personalize each message a little bit based on the person you're sending it to, and see what the responses are. When somebody says, yes, I want information, you're going back to your sponsor and saying, they said, yes, they want information. What do I send them? You literally don't have to think through any of this. Just kind of be a little bit of a puppet on a string, follow the instructions, let your sponsor do the work for you, and you will find success. Again, side note, if your sponsor is not doing any of this and you want help with it, you need to go to the team page. Well, actually, find somebody else on your team if you are aware of somebody else on your team that is leading, or go to the team page and say, I want help with this. And I assure you, someone will help you. If nobody else does, it will be me. Okay. All right. So that is it. That's it. That's all you have to do. But you have to do it consistently. Post on your Facebook every single day. Be you and post about your personal life. Post once about Plexus. Make your list and start sending out messages. If you have to send out only 3 a day, because that's what you have time for, that's totally fine. You're going to be fine. If you have 30 people, that's going to take you 10 days. That's 10 days worth of people that you're sending out messages to. What happens at the end of 10 days? Go to your friends page, go to your friends list, look for 10 more people and start sending to those individuals. But again, to wrap this up, none of this gets done by yourself. When you're done listening to this video, you can take what you have learned, you can start doing the work, but make sure that you contact your sponsor first and foremost and say, hey, I want to get my products paid and then some. Thanks for listening, you guys. I send lots of love and encouragement and belief because this is the real deal and you can earn whatever you choose to earn. Have a good day.